Hey, welcome to another episode of Freedom on Fire. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. And I'm sorry I've been away for a little bit. It was my birthday. And thank you, everybody, for all the birthday shout-outs. I really appreciate you showing the brother some love. I really thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to wish, I was with one the other day. No, I'm just kidding. To wish me a happy birthday. Let's get right into it. I'm going to talk about a subject. It's nothing to do with the news, but I think it's just mainly philosophy. And I'm going to put on my glasses. Ain't that glare right there. All right, so what I want to talk about is I want to talk about white pride and white supremacy. Black pride, black supremacy. Any kind of color. The pride part and the supremacy part. I'm here to let you know, if you are white, I have no problem with white pride. If you're black, I have no problem with black pride. I have no problem with that. Whatever culture you come from, you should be proud of your culture. If you're from the Samoans, be proud of your Samoan heritage. Be proud of your Jamaican heritage. Be proud of your Scottish heritage. Be proud of your color. Where we go wrong is when we turn our pride into supremacy. Like I said, I am for you finding out the truth about your culture and taking pride in that truth. See, in the United States of America, they never tell the black culture the truth about themselves. They teach a colonialized, colonialistic, if that's a word, dogmatic teaching in the educational system that lifts up white supremacy. It doesn't lift up white culture. It lifts up white supremacy. It's always more of the white man dominating the world than any other person. So we learn about the good part of Thomas Jefferson, the good part of Christopher Columbus, the good part of all these George Washington, you name it, the good part. But when it comes down south, they teach you the good part of Robert E. Lee, the good part of Stonewall Jackson. They don't tell you the fact that these guys was bona fide. Anyway, I'm not going to go there. But the bottom line is, in America, your culture, if it's different from white culture, will not be magnified on a consistent basis. You will not get the education of Chinese culture in America. If you're just not. You're going to have to go to a Chinese, homeschool Chinese, or you're going to have to go to a church, and learn about your culture, or you got to go back to China, or you got to go back to, Mexico to learn about your Mexican heritage. You got to go. They don't teach these things in American school. They teach white colonialism, and occasionally a Black History Month, occasionally Italian Day, occasionally Scottish Day, you name it. But there's no overall teaching. And where we need to fix this thing is we need to have curriculum for whites to learn about black culture, to experience black culture so they can appreciate black culture, because black culture, black people have been learning about white culture in the United States ever since they got in school. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with white pride. There's nothing wrong with black pride. Matter of fact, I don't even like the word pride, because I read a scripture and the Bible said pride come before the fall. So, but let me rephrase this. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your race. I'm proud of being a black man. I know about my Pan-African black heritage. I mean, I'm not all the way. I got some Indian in me. I got Seminole Indian, you name it. I'm proud of that. I'm going to get to know more about my Seminole heritage also, as well as my black heritage. Most of us in the United States, we're a melting pot. We're multicultural of some of everything. We all know that the white man went in and had sexual relationship with female slaves that were married to other men, oftentimes to produce a super race that's just a little bit higher above the natural black, and move them into the house to get educated and learn how to run the house, what we call the house Negroes. And a lot of house Negroes, a lot of the mixed or the lighter skinned black house Negroes didn't work in the field. They worked in the house. So, but yet it still was the white man that dominated during those times from the north, south, east, and west over black culture. They swindled and schemed and did treaties and deals to take land from the Native Americans. So, like I said, there's nothing wrong. I know, and I'm telling my white people about the bad side. There's nothing wrong with getting to know the bad side of your culture. There's nothing wrong with getting to know the bad side of your race, so you can learn not to go back there, not to go back in your mess, not to go back in your crap, but to move forward. So there are teachings in black culture that teaches black supremacy. You can find it in some aspect of the Nation of Islam. You can find it in what they call the Black Hebrew, or the Black Israelites. You can find it there. There's many black factions that teach black supremacy and go as far as saying we're going to dominate white people, we're going to make them slaves, they're going to serve us, or we're going to kill them, the whole 9 yards. You don't believe me? Go look it up on YouTube, Black Israelites, Black Hebrew teaching, and you'll see that. You'll see certain aspect of extreme black Islam teaching the same thing. The white man is the devil, blah, blah, blah. No. I mean, look, we all have our devilish ways, okay? But yet on the other side, you got white supremacists think they're, we're the Aryan, blonde hair, blue eyes, and we're the superior race, and watch this teaching and listen to this teaching. It's all about indoctrinating. Again, there's nothing wrong with you being proud of your race. I'm all for the white man being proud of his race. I am all for the black man to be proud of their culture and their race. No matter who you are, Aztec Indians, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, it doesn't matter. You should be proud of your culture, of your heritage, of your color. But when that pride turns into supremacy, that's when you need to pull back and stop. Because here's the fact. No matter how much you've been taught, how much you've been brainwashed, whether it was the Aryan Nation teaching, neo-Nazism teaching, Ku Klux Klan with the ultra-Christian teaching, twisting the Bible, yet at the same time over into the black Israelites or the black Hebrews and all that, the 5% nation, 7%, you whatever, 2%, whatever. These teachings are teaching supremacy. Now let's get this just straight. There's nothing wrong with being supreme in thought in who you are. I am a king. I am royalty. I should be dominating the world. But that, nothing wrong with thinking that. I'm a conqueror. But when you think that, when you take that and unilaterally use it against people, you're wrong. Because the bottom line is, if you stand in the middle of the Bruckner in the Bronx and you don't move, not everybody going to stop for your behind. They're going to run you over. And let's see if you're going to do like Hancock and jump in the air. Oh, you're going to be in the air, all right, but there ain't going to be no jumping. Somebody going to knock your butt in the air. Let me take a gun. Or let somebody take a gun and shoot you dead in your face. I don't care if you're white, black, Chinese. If I shoot you point blank in between the eyes, you're dying. So you're not supreme. Let me take a pot of grits, pour it all over you, and let's see if your skin can withstand the heat of grits. No, you're going to get burns. Just like any other black man, just like any other red man, just like any other Puerto Rican, it doesn't matter. So you can take your supremacy, whether it's black, white, or whatever, turn it sideways and stick it somewhere. The teachings are heretic or false teaching. Now, sure, nothing wrong with taking pride in who you are as a human being. You need that. You don't need to be a lower than low thinking person. You need to always think highly of yourself, but as the Bible says, not highly than you ought to think. Ku Klux Klan member. The Bible said, think highly of yourself, but don't think highly than you ought to think. So there's nothing wrong with us thinking highly of ourselves, but not highly as a race. It's the same thing with supremacy in religion. There's certain Christian factions that say, hey, I'm a Christian and you're a sinner and we're better than you. No, true Christianity will let you know that I'm a sinner saved by grace. And if it wasn't for the grace of God, I'll be out there doing stupid stuff just like anybody else. Matter of fact, I did it yesterday. So come on, you guys, you got to stop with this supremacy stuff. You're not supreme. I don't care who you are. You're not supreme. You're not supreme. I don't care if you got blonde hair and blue eyes or nappy head, dreads with gold fronts in your mouth. The bottom line is, physically speaking, you're the same. Let me take some fire and put it to your arms, and you'll find that it's very true. Because you will holler and scream in pain just like any other color. Now, I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire. I'm done. I just need to get that out of my chest. This supreme thinking is not going to help America become great again, Mr. Trump. Matter of fact, I got a new mantra, and I'm going to run on this. I'm not running for office, but I'm going to go out and speak on these things. I have a show called Winning with Love Webcast. It's a little, it's a little biblically. So if you're not into learning Bible principles to apply in the area of love, don't watch it. But if you're open, watch it. Because I'm going to go on this mark. I'm going to go on this endeavor to not make America great again, but to make America love again. And if America don't learn how to love themselves, love each other, and love the people around them, we'll never be a great country. Our greatness is not in how much our money we have, GPD or whatever. Our greatness is not in our military might. It's not in our capitalistic strongness. It's not. It's not in our freedom. It's not our strength. Not even in the Constitution. Our strength lies in our love. And I'm on a mission to make America love again. And I want you to join me on that mission. Now again, I don't care who it is. Donald Trump, Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I try to get some understanding on both. Because you can learn from anybody. Never seen a 100% evil person. Trump is capable of doing some good. Maybe 99.9%, but there's that point. Nobody's totally evil. Everybody has an opportunity to love. Matter of fact, one of the reasons why people don't love is because of how they've been treated. Some people been dogged out, treated out, and then they lose their love. It's like their love get puffed out. Everybody has love on the inside, but people can be pressured to their love end up being deflated, and then anger begin to come in. So watch how you handle the people you face in life. You talking about them like a dog, running them down and things like that is not a signal of love. Now, I'm not here to get on love. That's another subject. The main thing is there's a difference between being proud of your race and culture and standing in a position that you believe your race and culture is supreme. You're not. And you can be reminded of that quick, fast, and hurry. There's just as many white people that are paraplegic in wheelchairs as blacks. There's just as many as white people in poverty on food stamp, if not more, than blacks. There's just as much people that are uneducated, didn't graduate from high school. I can go on and on. You're not supreme. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of your culture. Just don't be supreme. I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire. Peace. Hey, this is your boy Bob TV with Freedom on Fire and Rob Report. I want to thank you for watching the webcast. Make sure you share these segments all across your social media network. Like and share, subscribe, and maybe invite a couple other people to do the same thing. You make the difference. I also want to thank you for those who support this channel through Patreon, whether it's 50 cents to $50 million. It goes right back into what we do here. So like the lights that you're looking at right now, that's because of something that you did. So I really appreciate it. I want to thank my man Vegimatic for the Blue Yeti mic, one of the top microphones out right now. He knew I needed the mic, so he blessed me with it. So all of you guys make the difference into this channel growing, and I really want to appreciate you for that. Also, by all means, again, continue to share your comments at the bottom of each video. Just don't get so visceral to the people who may disagree with me or may disagree with you. This calling out name stuff, that's not for this channel. So please try not to call people names, personal names. Now you can call some of the stuff they talk about crap. I say that. But just don't attack people personally. Words really hurt when you start attacking people personally, because these people really believe these things, and you're not gonna take away their belief by calling them names. So please don't do that on this channel. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys. We're shooting for 2,000 now, so I need your help. So as my pastor would say, reach one, teach one. I mean, let's reach out. You got the information. Make sure you share with other people and try to get them to subscribe to the channel so we can grow and expand. I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire, Rob Report. Peace.